Hi, I'm Denise Corey from the Cumberland Public Libraries.
I'm Chantal Taylor.
And we are your two favorite librarians. Yay! That's our fanfare.
We should have like a theme song or like a cat meowing or something.
I think a cat meowing would actually be the librarian
It would
theme
be
song.
the stereotypical.
Yeah. Speaking as a person who owns a cat. So, what are we doing today? We're talking about graphic novels today.
We are talking about graphic novels. We do love graphic novels.
We love graphic novels.
favorite.
Do we want to start by talking about Get Caught Reading?
Yes.
Hashtag Get Caught Reading.
Yes. And I think when this airs, because we are pre-recording some of these, it will actually be after June the 15th.
Get Caught Reading.
And it will have begun.
It will be. That sounds so ominous. It will have begun. So, Get Caught Reading with us this summer. Find us out and about in the county.
If you haven't already, join one of our summer reading clubs for all ages.
And you can win prizes.
Yep.
And we have some fun buttons to give away. And
Tag us on social media.
Tag us on social media. We are on the Twitter, the Facebook, and the Instagram.
Yep.
You can find all of our handles on
they're all different.
Yeah, they're all different on our website. But by now, you're already following us. So, but in case you're not, you can go onto our website. It's www.cumberlandpubliclibraries.ca, and it will all be listed on there.
That should be our theme song, Cumberland Public Libraries.
I want to make sure people know it's plural.
It's true.
So, do you want to talk about what you're reading right now, or do you want to start with graphic novels?
No, we can talk about what I'm reading right now. So I'm reading some romances. I have 3 different ones on the go. Okay, I thought you were going to say
I'm waiting for you to
disparaging mark or make fun of me.
I make fun of you for a lot of things, but not for what you're reading. Well, except the true crime. The true crime is frightening. Why would you do that?
So I'm reading the 3rd in a series, which I have no idea what the series title is, but the book is called Hurts to Love You by Alicia Ray. I love, love, love her. And I'm also reading...
Isn't that a smutty book?
No, it's a romance. It's a straight-up romance.
Oh, she did a smutty book, though.
I'm well into, 200 pages, and there's been no sexy time as of yet. So that is not erotica. That is romance.
Okay.
My other book is by Marie Hart, and one of them is called Test Drive, and one of them is called 0 to 60, and it's like book 1 and book 3, so I started reading the book, and it was like, I like that guy, so I moved on to book 3, and I'm reading them simultaneously, and it's about a bunch of, mechanics who are all, bodybuilders and are out of prison.
As every mechanic is.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right.
Tattoos, neck to, whatever.
Mm-hmm. Sexy time.
I haven't gotten to that either. It's like a real slog with these romances.
I'm actually reading a graphic novel right now.
Yes.
Yeah, and
Your favorite.
would hate it. It's called Zombies, A Brief History of Decay by Olivier Peru. So lots of zombies with guts hanging out and their heads being shot off, and it's awesome.
Good for you.
I borrowed that one from the one of the branches of the Halifax Public Libraries, because you can borrow from any public library in Nova Scotia and return to any public library in Nova Scotia.
Tell them what you're doing.
What I'm doing.
Your library tour.
Oh, I'm so cool. I'm doing a tour of all of the public libraries of Nova Scotia, and then also hitting breweries, so it's a library tour.
Is there a time limit?
No, I'm just going to do it because
it's not just this summer or something.
Oh no, there are 80 public libraries.
How many have you visited so far?
Well, it's hard to say because some of them I've visited before. But this past, over the long weekend, the Victoria Day long weekend, I visited 4 public libraries in 3 different library regions in 2 days.
Nice.
And then Boxing
No one
Rock
will
Brewery.
mock you at all.
No, I'm very cool. I realize this.
Okay,
so
graphic
novels.
So I recently did a 4-part series on graphic novels for Tantramar seniors. Mm-hmm. And we did a lot of talking about what a graphic novel is, how a graphic novel is different than a comic book.
How is a graphic novel different from a comic book?
It is not different at all.
There we go.
So I had of course, I did research for this. So I read a really interesting article on Britannica online, not where I thought I'd be getting my graphic novel information, but they talk about, and I'm going to read the definition because I have it in front of me, in American and British usage, very specific, a type of text combining words and images, essentially a comic, although the term is most commonly refers to a complete story presented as a book rather than a periodical. In France, especially, but in Europe and in Japan, everybody reads comics. Everybody reads comics. I'm losing some syllables there.
Everybody reads comics.
And it's normal, from like little kids to adults. It's totally cool.
And in Japan, the comics run backwards.
Yes.
They read from back to front.
Yes. It's really more of a marketing term here to make adults feel better about reading comics. And you shouldn't feel bad about reading comics. Read what you want to read, people. It's okay.
I recommended several to you.
Yeah, and I didn't like any of them.
I recommended great graphic novel. I really like graphic novel memoirs. So I recommended Fun Home by Alison Bechdel, which is set in a funeral home. Tangles by Sarah Leavitt, which is about her mother getting early onset Alzheimer's. Calling Dr. Laura by Nicole George. I love that one. She rescues chickens. And Exquisite Corpse by Penelope Bagieux. I think that's how you pronounce it. Bagieux. I mean, it seems like that.
Again, we're terrible people.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I'm bad
in
at
advance.
I'm bad at pronunciation. But I don't understand why you didn't like any of this.
Well, I'm not going to go into details. I will say Exquisite Corpse. They were all horrible people. Who wants to read about horrible people? Anyway, I want to talk about a few because we're running out of time. We don't want to be all day on the radio.
Okay.
I loved Watchmen. That's a classic. It's one of the first big ones that came out in 1987, and it has all of the things that I should hate as a book. It's superheroes, which I love to watch in the movies, but I do not like to read about. It's dystopian, and you have to really know about superheroes to sort of get all of what's happening, but it was so good. Alan Moore surprised me.
Never read it.
So good. So good. And on sort of completely the opposite scale, The Prince and the Dressmaker, which is new by Jen Wong. I love that book. I love the color. I love the story. I love the characters. I cried in my office reading it over lunch. It was
She really did.
delightful.
I came back from lunch and she was like all teary-eyed. It was really something.
So we have lots of graphic novel recommendations. We did get off topic on the Brew Tour, but you can come into our branches and check out what we've got. You can interlibrary loan if we don't have it, and we're more than happy to recommend graphic novels for you. More than happy.
If you're looking for recommendations, you can tag us on social media or contact us on social media.
Tell us what you're reading.
Tell us what you're reading. Tell us about graphic novels you love or hate.
Yep.
We are on the Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. You can find our handles on our website, www.cumberlandpubliclibraries.ca. And we will talk to you next week.